Alright, so in this video, I will be showing you how to fight with the spiked mace and the kunai, I believe, are what they're called. So, if we hop into the fantasy arena, because zombie arena, if you've wondered, it's kind of its own different thing, and it doesn't have all the weapons neatly arranged like this, so fantasy arena is kind of easier. So, to show off these weapons. So, we have the spiked mace and the kunai. So, just like all the other knives, one advantage that could be argued is that when you throw these, they always go point first. As you probably saw, you just throw wherever and they always go point first. Theoretically, that's useful, but honestly, I would argue that they're far better just being used as normal knives in combat. And then, of course, spiked mace is nice. Unfortunately, I do remember that these get stuck in enemies really easily, but it is nice to have a large area, surface area that you can attack enemies with and not have to worry as much about aiming your attacks. So let's start with the spiked mace first. I believe this is in... where is this guy? No, I don't think that he's in sewers. I think he's in dungeon. Pretty sure he's in dungeon. Anyway, I have done videos on where to find all these. I just can't remember at the moment. But as you can see, pretty much a good one-hit kill. Except with crablets. That's interesting. And then of course these, as long as you hit the head off, you're good. I did not dodge that one in the slightest. I just walked away. That was funny. Let's see how well this does as a thrown weapon. Because the other one, again, kunai, I doubt that would be a great thrown weapon, but this one might actually be. So, let's see how good of a spin it has. It's alright. But doesn't, it goes a bit too far actually. It's a bit too light, which is interesting. And it doesn't deal that much damage on a hit either. And that seems to be the case in general. You kind of have to rub these spikes along an enemy to get the most out of this weapon. But that's alright. I mean, the range is alright. And it's a one-handed weapon, which I like a lot. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, not looking the best, but not uncomfortable to use, I would say. Yeah, see, that's pretty good. Right, I would argue that that's the best way to use the kunai. It's just repeated stabbing. I think that's the best way to use this weapon, honestly, not the throwing use, unless you happen to be wait, what? Wait, it spun there. What? Wait, do you have to do it like this? Oh no. Maybe it auto-corrects at the last frame or something and goes point first. Otherwise, this would be a pretty terrible throwing weapon because you have 50-50 chance of just failing. Yeah, that's not great. But awful, no. But the other knives would probably do this and better than the kunai. These, I think, Central Station in the first little room after you crawl under the train, that little parkour area. Maybe that's just a dagger. I don't know what I'm talking about, but you can get these fairly easily throughout the normal levels. Oh, I tried to dodge that midair, I really did. Yeah, one issue with this is that it may not actually be, but it feels like it's the shortest knife, dagger, whatever you want to call them, in the game. But I don't know, it seems pretty good at taking out these wannabe Combine soldier guys. Right? Right? That's pretty good. That's more effective than punching. So maybe that's a good use for these. But otherwise... They're both pretty mediocre, okay weapons. There aren't any glaring issues, except this one might get stuck in enemies, I forget. But honestly, they're both good. I would say the Kunai actually does win. Apologies if I've been saying the wrong term all this time, which is definitely possible. But anyway, I think the Kunai does win. Because for one thing, gotten a lot of good kills with it without repeated attacks, except obviously the crablets. But aside from them, this has been pretty much a 2-hit kill weapon. And against the wannabe Combine soldiers, it's been pretty much a 1-hit kill weapon. So, yeah.